everyone. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm Manisha Alawalia. Thank you for introductions. I am an infectious disease physician. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. I work via locums and I am a life coach as well. I know we're all looking for more time in our day and more time to breathe, more time to be, more time to stop multitasking and just focus on one thing at a time. So I'm going to just invite everybody here who's listening to actually put everything else down, put the phone down, stop trying to text somebody, stop trying to do whatever's happening on the side, and just let the words that are coming from us in, because these 15-minute segments are powerful and you're here to build your transformation. So spend that time with us, spend that time with yourself. So I want to invite everybody else to just let the words come in, because we are so passionate about what we're talking about and we really want to share these messages with you. And we thank you so much for coming. So you're here to talk about and to hear about 2 mindset hacks. I'm going to read some statements that I think about in my mind. And then I want to see if any of you have the same loops, the same thoughts looping through your brain. Are these the thoughts that enter your brain all the time? And as you think of them, can we stop for a second and ask ourselves, is there another way to think of this, right? So the mindset hack is to use the first 2 words, what if, and turn them into even if. And each time I read a statement, I want you to hear, is that statement running in my head? And is there a way to turn it from what if to even if? It's a super powerful hack that works for me. I don't do it perfectly every time, but when I attempt it, it works. So I'm going to read some thoughts out for you. What if I come here today and take away nothing? What if I just wasted 3 hours? What if I don't get my to-do list done today? What if my wedding day isn't perfect? I was just watching a Zoom wedding before coming on. Maybe that's what the bride was thinking. What if I don't have time? I probably think that 30 times a day. What if I can't afford that? What if I want to sign up for one of these coaching programs and I can't afford it? What if my husband leaves me? What if my kid hates me? What if I have 3,000 unopened emails? What if I never get pregnant? What if I can't have kids? What if I don't get my notes done at work? And what if I don't know my dream? Isn't that scary? Doesn't so much of this thinking of the what if bring us to the same few emotions that run our lives? Fear, anxiety, overwhelm. And somehow we keep ending up right back in those emotions. And oftentimes it's just a matter of how we're thinking. What is our perspective when we're looking at the circumstance in front of us, right? What if, what if, what if? We are what if machines, and it keeps taking us down to the same few emotions: fear, anxiety, overwhelm, right? I know at least one of you must know exactly what I'm talking about. What if I come here and take away nothing? So even if I come here and take away nothing, I got to spend 3 hours hearing new thoughts. and adopting some new beliefs, right? Isn't that a hack? Even if I come here and spend 3 hours and learn nothing, I get to spend 3 hours away from my usual thoughts and come here and adopt at least one new belief. That could be my transformation right there. Just one belief could be my transformation. What if I don't get my to-do list done? But even if I don't get my to-do list done, I am making progress. It's just a simple hack. Totally different perspective, bringing us to a whole new emotion that allows us to move forward. What if my husband leaves me? Even if my husband leaves me, I've got myself and I've got my own back. And I can do this, right? What if I don't get my notes done today? So even if I don't get my notes done today, I gave my best to my patients. I gave my best to my colleagues. I gave my best to my family, right? What if I have 3,000 unopened emails? Even if I have 3,000 unopened emails, I have gotten to the important tasks. And the rest probably wasn't that important. We don't have to be in that fear and anxiety and overwhelm just from thinking, what if, day in and day out, 60 to 80,000 times a day, right? That's how many thoughts we have per day, per human. So try next time you get into the what if spiral in your brain. Can I simply ask myself, but even if, and then see if the anxiety is a little bit less and the overwhelm is a little bit less and the fear is a little bit less, and expect that the what if is going to come right back, right? The what if is always going to come back because that is what our brains do. They keep us from danger. They keep us in the negative. That is what the brain does. But when the what if comes back, because what if the what if comes back, I can just turn it around and say, even if the what if comes back, I know I can turn it around into an even if. So that's the first mindset hack, that when you get into the what if, you can easily create an even if and expect that what if to come back and just keep on moving. The second hack of mindset work is the power of the word and. So another few statements that oftentimes we probably hear in our brain. I want you to see if you can add the word and, which means that we can still have our thoughts that don't serve us, that are probably running like an old familiar loop in our brain at all times. We can keep those, but we can just add the word and see what else comes up. Then we don't have to create a whole new system of thoughts and beliefs. We can keep what's there, keep what comes out on autopilot, and then just add to it. So here are some thoughts. I hate exercise. My thighs are too big. He's so stubborn. This is hard. My favorite, here it comes. I don't want to. She's so difficult. I can't believe she's pregnant and I'm not. I always do that. I say that to myself on the tennis court all the time. I always do that. Why do I always do that, right? Every time we ask ourselves that why, it's actually a statement that we think about ourselves. It's not why do I always do that? It is I always do that. I can't ever stay on task. I'm always late. She's so much smarter than me. My body isn't doing what it's supposed to do. I'm obese. I'm never on time. These are the thoughts that consume me. And maybe if you're like me, they consume you as well. All the thoughts that we have, the negative thoughts about ourselves and the people around us, it's just always running our lives, right? It's always running our mindset and creating those emotions that have us not feeling great all day. And I just want to invite that extra word "and" to the end of each of those statements to see what comes next. Because if that is the default thought and we just add an "and," what else does our brain want to offer us, right? I hate exercise, and I could probably do it for 1 minute this week. My thighs are too big, and my legs are super strong. He's so stubborn, and yet he's so sweet. My favorite, I don't want to, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to, right? She's so difficult, and yet she can always be a support to me. She's so much better than I am, and I bet she thinks that about me too. I always do that, and it served me well. I'm never on time, and it's because I'm doing so many important things. She's so much smarter than me, and I get to admire that about her. My body isn't doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm okay with that. I'm obese, and I'm going to make progress. So, mindset hacks that you don't want to miss. Start with what if, what if, what if, and turn it into even if. And take the statements that come so naturally to us and just add an and see what comes next. And I just want to offer one last statement before I go, which is we are all really intelligent and intellectually we get all of this. And then we often take that and make it mean that we should do it perfectly each time. So just because you've learned 2 mindset hacks today, and just because you've tried to apply them later today or tomorrow and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean anything's gone wrong. It just means you're learning. It just means you're trying, right? So try those 2 today. Try them tomorrow. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're practicing and you're learning. Thank you so much.